A very good evening to you all and welcome back to the channel. I'm now on my first shift of the week and it's great to have you back. It's great to have you here. It's great to have you still subscribing, and as you know, we've breached 200. We're over 200, so we're looking ahead. We're looking ahead for the next number. All you need to do, if you're a trucker or a golfer, smash that subscribe button and come join the channel. That's all you need to do. Great to have you. It really would be great to have you. Friday was really fast shift. I needed to get done early because if you've known from my previous video, I need to get back early because I was starting my first pre-season Texas Scramble level par challenge with Chris and Woody. However, Woody couldn't tip up. It was just me and Chris, because whilst in the yard, Woody does shunting, and I'm not sure whether I mentioned it in early videos, but he was walking along the walkway and a third party turned the corner, hit him on the shoulder, struck him. So he's putting a claim in at the moment. It's obviously one of these no win no fee claims, obviously work related as well. So he's going through that, and he's been told he's got to take physiotherapy. So he couldn't tip up onto the golf and start playing golf when he's going through physiotherapy. So it wasn't there. It was just me and Chris, and we played really well. We did our best. We didn't complete the challenge. It was so close. 2 over we shot. It's a par 70. We had a couple of birdies, but it's the par 3s. The par 3s and the par 5s you've got to capitalise on. We had a couple of birdies, but yeah, the bogeys outweighed the birdies. So yeah, 2 over, but I was happy with that. I was really happy with that. We were striking the ball well. We were playing really well. The greens were a bit ropey at the moment. They're going to be a lot better for when the season kicks off. I'm sure they will be, but they're very pitted at the moment. So once you're in, and they're being cut, they're not being rolled, I don't think, because the ground is still quite soft. Even though we had all last week, it was all dry weather, but the ground is still pretty soft. It's firming up, but it is still pretty soft in places, especially the greens as well. So once you're putting on line, it got so far, and then it hit a bobble or a pit, and you know, to take it offline, which was a bit annoying really. And then Saturday I played in a club Stableford, and I played like a donkey. An absolute donkey. It was horrendous. I just couldn't get my bloody game together. I really couldn't. And I know we are still on the winter rules. We're still in pick and place at our place, at our course. Anywhere on the course you can pick and place, but even if you pick and place within a club length of some of the positions that the balls were in on the ground, it was still bare. It was just mud, and it was just terrible. You just couldn't play the shots that you wanted to play. If you're playing like over a bunker or something like that, flop shot, you just couldn't do it. It was nigh impossible because the club was just digging into the ground, and it was, yeah, it spoilt it a bit, but c'est la vie is the same, Peckham. It's golf at the end of the day. So yeah, that was my weekend of golf. Right, so what's going off in the world? What is going off in the world? So I had a word with my father-in-law, and when I normally go to golf on a Saturday, I nip down and drop his groceries off. If I've bought some groceries over the weekend, I'll drop it off to him, because he doesn't get out much. He hasn't got a car. He travels by bus, so I take him some groceries down, but I like to have a cup of tea with him, try and put the world to rights, and we never do. I saw him yesterday, and I caught a bit on YouTube with one of the young lasses. I think she was in the Channel 4 programme, Go Back to Where You Came From. A bit of controversy over the programme when it first came out. That's Channel 4 for you. And she was mentioning that an Afghanistan asylum seeker has raped a 12-year-old up in Falkirk. Like I said, I was talking to my father-in-law about this, and sooner or later it is going to be a daily occurrence. And if it's not already, I'm very surprised. But the fact that nearly every single day a crime is going to be committed, either against women, either a stabbing, either a murdering, either a robbery, either something, some criminal activity is going to go off every single day in this country by asylum seekers or illegal immigrants. It is getting beyond a joke, where they can just think they can come into this country and do what the fuck they want whenever they want, and there's no repercussions. Because one of them was a marijuana growing drug dealer who got sentenced to 3 years, and his deportation order got cancelled by the judge because his 4-year-old daughter was missing a male role model. I mean, if that's your kind of role model, that you need a drug pushing father in your family, then you know society is just broken down, as far as I'm concerned, and it is just wrong on every single level. And now I knew this from last week, when the guidelines have been written out for the sentencing guidelines had been written out. If you're a white British person, you're fucked, basically. Because if you're non-white British and you commit a crime, you get a lesser sentence than what you would if you're a white person. I think that is the most racist policy ever to be brought out, and it should, and I don't think it's been passed, and it should never be passed, because it's wrong. It's just insane, absolutely insane. You just cannot do that, and I hope, well, it shouldn't. As far as I'm concerned, it should never be brought to light, these guidelines. And I think the head of the justice system, whose name I can't even frigging pronounce, has said no, the guidelines have got to be rewritten. But the only thing is, she was one of the people that was sat on the board when they were writing the policy out in the first place. So yeah, she's backtracked. Another liar amongst the Labour Party of just pure bullshitters and liars. That's all they are. And yeah, and now you've got crazy people climbing Big Ben, bringing the whole of London to a standstill. Fuck them, just leave them up there. But they don't. They take a platform up there, try and coax him down. The whole of London comes to a standstill. Ambulance, helicopters are there. Please fight, just for one fucking idiot who climbs Big Ben with no shoes on. Sorry, but I'd have left him up there. It'll come down eventually, just like my father-in-law said as well. Just leave 2 coppers down at the bottom. Shift patterns. Within 12, 14, 15 hours, it'd come down. It'd have been hungry, wanting a crap or a piss or whatever. It'd come down. Yeah, sod 'em. Fly flag up there, do whatever you want. Yeah, but you'd come down eventually. But no, we pamper to them. That is just what this country is like, and the government. Yeah, it's just a joke. We are at an absolute joke. We've only got another 4 years of pain and suffering. Good and bear it, guys. We can get through there. We can get to the end. I'm sure we can. Right, I'm off down to Dartford and then to Ashford. It's going to be a long shift for me. So I'm going to find my trailer. I'm going to bugger off. So if you're out on the road, drive safe. Look after yourself. Watch out for those lunatics, because they are freaking all over the place. They really are. Like, subscribe. Please drop me a comment on anything that I've said tonight. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you for my second shift tomorrow. Oh, I might be going down at the end of the month, beginning of the new tax year. I might be going down to 4 nights. I've just had a word with my boss about it, and he says the biggest problem is you've got to figure out what hours you're going to do, because there's people that are going down to 4 nights and they're supposed to be sticking to a 48-hour contract or 42-hour contract, and they're going out on their first run, which is supposed to be a 12-hour shift, and they're doing it in like 8 hours or 6 hours, and they're still getting paid for 12 hours. So it's wrong, and I've always told my gaffer that. I wouldn't do that anyway. I like staying out. It doesn't bother me. I'll stay out for 12 hours every night. It doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, we'll see what it's like. So right, great. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.